NATO, oh my god, I got hosted by one of my favorite mentors of all time. If you guys want to know where I get all my knowledge of streaming from, it's from this man right here. You guys please go to NATO Potato's channel and show this man some love. He's a Twitch partner. And this guy is such an inspiration to all streamers out there, man. If you want to learn how to be a better streamer, go watch this man stream. My boy! OatsCurry guy. Thanks, man. Thank you so much for the big host. I really appreciate that. And if there's anyone new here, my name is Oats. I'm OatsCurryTV. You guys can know me as NATO Potato's apprentice. I have no problem saying that. I knew NATO. Fun's back. Thanks for the follow. I knew NATO before I became a streamer, right? I was a viewer. And NATO was what really inspired me to try streaming, because he was like having so much fun playing, you know, whatever game he was playing at the time. I think it was like Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, that I decided to try it out. Thank you so much for dropping by. What's up, a crusty sock? Love that name. A crusty sock 420. Flame Boomerang. Thanks for the raid, guys. Miss JPEG. NATO inspired me to try it out as well. You guys please go show Miss JPEG some love on her channel. If anyone in chat are streamers, let it be known so I can shout you out, you know. 06 Val, does that mean you'll be playing longer now? You have 100 what? I have 120 viewers? I don't know, man. I might play some more. I can talk to you guys. Dude the Chicken, I know who you are. I seen you on Twitter. What's up, Dude the Chicken? What's up, Patinator?
Very good. Very good.
Thank you so much, MDP 1313. Flame Boomerang, the raid got messed up, I think. It's fine, it's fine. You guys, I mean, like, I appreciate the host. You don't have to raid, you can just host. Dude, thank you so much for the follow, man. You guys are awesome. You go check out NATO Potato's channel right now, guys. Like, dude, I was talking to NATO yesterday. I think NATO is playing Crash Team Racing.
Sushi.
You gotta commit now. Yeah, I gotta commit. Miss JPEG, thank you so much for the follow. Did I say your name right? I hope JPG isn't JPEG, or I mean, if it's JPEG, I'll pronounce it as JPEG. You only hosted because I needed to poop. Oh my god, you're pooping? Are you on your phone? He was raging. Actually, what happened? I saw NATO's tweet. Right, NATO tweeted out a video where he got robbed the first place. That dude was almost first place, and then like someone came flying from the corner and bumped him off, and he got second. And that was like the biggest robbery I've ever seen. Krusty Sock 420, thanks for the follow, man. Really appreciate it. You got robbed so much harder today? Holy fuck. But here's the thing, you get them next time, right? When you get robbed like that, it only means that you get better. Flame Boomerang, thanks for the follow, man. I really appreciate that. You guys coming in hot with the follows, dude. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Like the first time I met NATO was when NATO was still like 900 followers. I think I was probably his 900 follower or something. I like to think of myself in a special way like that, although it's probably not even true. But I think NATO was playing San Andreas when I first came to his stream, man. And I really enjoyed his energy. And like NATO takes technology and streaming and combines them together. Like I like his scenes. I don't know where he gets all his energy from. You know, I think it's from cocaine. But like, you know, if I can get at least like 20% of NATO's energy, I'm gonna be so happy, man. Thank you so much, JPEG. You like my accent? Where do you think I'm from, man? Without looking at my description, of course. Yeah, it was San Andreas, NATO. NATO's energy, Castle Drangleic. Yeah, this is Castle Drangleic, guys. I'm just farming just to buy more arrows, so that, you know, when I play the next time, I don't look like a scrub. I look like I know what I'm actually doing. Zero says the cocaine come from the beard. I don't know. I think like some people are like, okay, I'm not trying to say this to like you know, suck on NATO. I'm not trying to compliment NATO too much, because like NATO is already one of the most amazing streamers out there. But I truly believe that some people are meant to be in the entertainment industry. You know, they have a certain energy about them, and there's like something they want to share. And it's not easy, right? You know, it's not easy to be an entertainer because you have to constantly output energy. You have to try to make people's day feel better. And I think NATO is like one of those rare people who is that type of person. You know, fun specs suck. Am I from the Philippines? Nah, I'm not from Philippines. Philippines. I think Filipinos have like a really unique accent. I have a bunch of Filipino friends, man. I'm from Malaysia. Yeah, I'm from Malaysia, JPEG. Are you from Malaysia too? I'm from Malaysia, but I lived in Singapore for 10 years. So I'm a permanent resident here, but I'm still really proud about telling people I'm from Malaysia. Because if there's any languages I can speak really fluently, is Bahasa, which is the native language of Malaysians. Miz is from Taiwan. What's up, Miz? Cool. You know, I've never been to Taiwan, man, but I know for a fact that Taiwan has like one of the prettiest girls. Just saying, you know. You're Kiwi, you're from New Zealand? Wait, did you fuck that up, NATO? How can you fuck up and say like, oh, NATO fucked up. Miz is not actually from Taiwan, man. You lied? Oh my gosh. Dude, I love the New Zealand accent. I'm not just saying it, man, because like one of my favorite things to do is like I love to watch like the behind the scenes of the Lord of the Rings movie. And that Kiwi accent, man, I love it, man. Whenever Peter Jackson speaks, there's something about that accent that feels like everything in the world is gonna be alright. You know? Like, I know there's like some similarities between like Australian and British accents, you know, but like when Kiwi people speak, it's like, oh my god, it's like magical and shit. Yo, what's up, Raspberry Fang? Hello, I wasn't watching the stream, so when you said guess where you're from, I wanted to say the UK or Canada. Then I look at the stream and I was like, okay, I was way off. I don't know, UK, if you're from the UK, don't you sound British? I don't sound British, man. And like Canadians have like certain words where they say like, the way we would say it's about, but they would say about. I'm talking about myself, you know? I think that's how Canadians sound. I'm not talking shit, I have Canadian friends, you know, but I think British like accent is like really like different, man. I take that as a compliment. Thank you, Raspberry. Thank you. Welcome to the stream, man. Yeah, he's lying, right, JPEG? Some of my NATOs likes to talk shit. I like NATO. I like NATO because like when NATO talks shit, it's like all fun and games. It's never ill intent. Fake news depends on where in Canada. Okay. Are you from Canada, MDP? Be quiet, NATO. Not everyone in Britain sounds like British. I don't know. Like whenever someone's from the English, I can tell they're English. They all sound different, right? But they still sound pretty English. I guess it's the way they pronounce their words. Like every single word, they pronounce it to perfection. You know? Like I can't even do a convincing British accent. That's how difficult it is to talk like an English person. MDP, you're from Quebec. Cool. So I don't say a boot. I like it though. I like the accent. I listen to a lot to Jordan Peterson because I want to be a better human being, you know? Your stepdad is English, so you learn how to talk shit from NATO. Well, I learned to talk shit from everyone, David. I learned to talk shit from David, from NATO. It's just bits and pieces here. I try to learn how to talk shit in a really fun way, you know? And I'm still trying to refine that art because it's hard, man. It's hard to talk shit without like trying to hurt someone's feelings. And I think the secret to talking shit is to try to get to know the person first. To try to be friendly. Try to like let people know that you don't mean any harm. And you're just trying to elevate the conversation. So yeah, I can swear at people in French. Oh my god. Dude. How do you say I don't know a lot of swear words in French. Come to think of it, I don't even know how to swear in French. You know, like I know a swear word in like most other languages. Like German is like Scheiße, you know? And like in Philippines it's like putang ina mo, you know? And like you know, I'm just saying, right? But I don't know any French swear words. David, you don't talk shit? Nah, David, I wouldn't. Okay, to say it nicely, I don't think you talk shit. I think you just have really strong opinions, you know, which is a really good thing. Do you know the Portuguese swear words? I can't remember. I might know. Because Portuguese actually is a really big culture in Malaysia, and it's where sometimes we get a lot of our words. This guy's so tryhard, man. Vietnamese has as plus swear words. Vietnamese people, man. Vietnamese people talk so fast that sometimes they sound like they're rapping. You know, and I truly believe that probably like some cultures can communicate really fast, and that is a language you want to learn because like if you are in the military, you have to convey like messages really fast. Certain cultures can convey the message way faster. You know? MDPC's Khalees, Tabernacle, Ulster, Christie, most religious terms are the center of swearing in Quebec. Oh, I don't know what are those, man. Are they like different sects in like Christianity or something? By the way, guys, I do apologize for like my my ignorance. I don't know a lot about this world. All right, JPEG, thank you, Miss JPEG, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. You guys, please go to Miss JPEG's channel and show us some love. You know, we all trying to help out streamers out here, you know. By the way, guys, I'm just farming these guys. I'm not doing anything serious today. I already like fought like 4 bosses, or was it 3? Oh, I block your shit. And I really like to race NATO one day in Crash Team Racing. I don't know if I will do well because I wasn't very good at that game when I was a kid. Oh shit! Oh, my health. Chill. Woo! This guy's hyped. How does he even see with that helmet though? Look at him. Like, how does he even know where he's going? I know he's like based off an elephant, but they couldn't cut out eye holes for this guy. The elephant man, exactly right. They don't even cut eye holes for him. The whole time he's like walking around like this with his weapon. The real Ice Age cowers. Anyway, guys, thank you so much again for the follows, man. I really appreciate it. If I miss out anyone, I do apologize. If I miss out anyone's chat, I don't do it intentionally. You know, just let me know if I miss anyone's message or if I like forgot to shout you out because you followed. You know, sometimes Streamlabs act up, like they, you know, you follow but they didn't post a notification. Oh, that's a fancy controller. Thank you so much, man. It's the berry blue controller. There's a bit of green in it. That's why it's like kind of transparent. I got this for beating Dark Souls with my hands tied in my bag. Nah, I'm just kidding. Like it's something like, you know, an item from Dark Souls. That you get it because you beat this game in some impossible fashion, and that's why they awarded you with like a stupid thing like this. Dude, that's his chicken says you're welcome. Ah, thanks, man. Really appreciate it. Dark Souls streamer over here. Dude, I'm a Dark Souls streamer, boy. Check this out. I added the bonfire to my starting soon screen. You see that? So this is my starting soon screen where I like count down to when actually my stream starts. I added that bonfire, bruh. Legit, man. Legit Soul streamer. I beat Demon Souls and Dark Souls 1. So I graduated, man. So right now I'm trying to graduate Dark Souls 2. You know, that's why I'm playing all the DLCs first before I attack the main story. Thank you so much, NATO. I appreciate it. I try, man. Like when I first started, I remember doing some free art for NATO because I like NATO streams so much. MDPC is because historically Christianity caused a lot of problems in Quebec, so some of the world's links to Christianity have become swears. Wow. Never heard of that, man. But I'll take your word for it. Aw, thank you so much, dude. I appreciate that. Thanks, Joe. You know what? Let's go to my favorite place to farm. I'm going to head back to Mother Base. And what's going to happen is I'm going to join this covenant, which will respawn all the despawn enemies I've already killed. So there's a really interesting mechanism in this game in which it's different from the first Dark Souls game because like if you defeat an enemy over multiple times, like I think 15 times, they despawn out of the game. So what the developers were originally intending was to discourage farming, but at the same token, they kind of put this covenant in the game where if you join this covenant, all the enemies you fought against are going to be respawned, right? Except the bosses, right? And the only like the only caveat to it is like, I like that word, like the enemies attack damage increased by 33% and you do about 20% less damage to them. So in a way they're like much stronger. But if you enjoy farming as much as I do, like this is like a really good thing, man. See, you have to confirm 3 times just to join the covenant. That's what I like. Alright, take your time, NATO. Thank you again so much for the host or the raid. I hope one day I can return the favor, you know. Man, shout out to NATO, man. Like originally when I had like 5 to 10 viewers, NATO was like so good to me, man. Like I don't even know how many viewers I have right now. I think like at one point I had like 100 because of the raid. But I kind of not look at the viewership like count. I only look at the stats afterwards and kind of like decide for myself like what I did wrong. MVP caveat. Ooh, fancy vocabulary. Nah, NATO's in the toilet pooping, man, but he has his hands free, you know. But you don't want to stay too long in the toilet, NATO. because you can get piles, man. NATO is tremendously honest. How was NATO stream today, guys? Okay, if anyone in chat here is a streamer, can you tell me what it is you do in your stream and what type of games you like to play? I want to know, man. Okay, wait, first thing first, tell me how long you've been streaming, the types of games you like to play, and why you become a streamer. These 3 things, I want to know. Because I like it when there are streamers in my chat so I can ask questions on the fly, you know? Because I don't like it right now. I'm not streaming, I'm at someone else's stream and I want to ask them questions. I gotta like type it out. You know, I prefer to like ask it direct. David says you only play shit games. Okay, David plays really OG games. I don't really know why David wanted to be a streamer. That's the funny thing. I'm close to David, but I don't know why he became a streamer. MVP, you only do music streams, haven't started yet. Okay, what kind of instruments do you play? Yowalski HG, about 3 years. At the moment, a lot of Star Trek Online, Star Citizen, or Space Engineers. Sometimes Tower Unite. So, Yowalski, I hope I say your name right. Yowalski? Can I say your name Yowalski or Waski? I'm sorry, man. I don't come from the West. I'm an Asian guy, so I don't know how to pronounce some names, man. I'm gonna call you HG. Is that cool? So you like sci-fi MMO sort of games? Yowalski. Okay, I got that right the first time. Nailed it. Geo says you'd like to stream for honor with your friends, but I don't know how to start, to be honest. Okay. Duda says you're a streamer. You have been streaming since January this year. You play a bit of everything. You've been playing games since you were 5 and NATO inspired you to stream. 100%, man. NATO makes you believe like anything is possible, you know what I'm saying? The guy is like fucking Disney, you know? Like anything is possible. David says motivation. I started because I always fell out of everything I played and lost interest. Streaming keeps me motivated and committed till I beat the game. Okay, so streaming keeps you honest. That's a really good reason to play, to stream. In fact, I'm more inclined to agree. Like, if there's no one watching me, sometimes I actually do give up on games, you know? But whenever I like know that people has been so invested in the story or the adventure so far in whatever video game I'm playing, I feel really obligated to finish it. So you got a point, David. MVP says I'm learning guitar, but I've learned pretty quickly. Cool. I wanted to learn the guitar, but you know, I got to save the money to buy games. You know, I learned the piano as a kid, like all the other Asian kids out there. And I absolutely hated the piano until I was like 17 years old, when I realized I could use the piano to pick up chicks. You know, like I started to play songs for them and shit, and I was like, oh my god, like actually playing piano is like not too bad, man. I do enjoy like creating music with my hands. So I haven't played the piano in a while because like my piano is like still stuck at my parents, and you know, if I want to buy a new piano for my new place, like it's gonna cost a lot, man. Let me see. Yowalski says 9 years vet for STO, so I can help newbies. STO, what's STO? Star Trek, right? I didn't know Star Trek. There was an online game for Star Trek, man. I like Star Trek, but not like Star Trek. You know, like I used to watch like the old Star Trek like TV shows, you know, back on Metrovision. You know, but like it's like every single episode there's like a cliche, like always a Richard dies, and like, you know, I love the phrases, right? Like beam me up, Scotty, and stuff. But I never thought there was an online game, man. MDP says I don't know, guitar hasn't got any chicks yet, but maybe I haven't tried hard enough. Like the thing about girls I did realize like many years later is not so much that you can or can't play. It doesn't even have to do anything with music. I think girls are really intrigued with guys who are really focused on like getting better at something. So even if you're really new about the guitar, but you're really passionate about it, that you can talk about it all day, that's something interesting, man. I think what girls generally don't like about guys is like when a guy is like really wishy-washy, he doesn't know what he wants in life, you know, he doesn't have like a hobby, you know, because whenever a girl wants to get into a relationship with a guy, she's like always gauging if the guy is going to make her his hobby, and girls don't like that. And I don't think girls like consciously admit this. Subconsciously, they're trying to always weed out guys that don't have like interest and stuff, I feel. Yeah, exactly, MDP. Dude, that says you like to sing but you're not good at it either. Dude, I love to sing, but I only sing in the shower. Sometimes like my viewers might actually catch me singing by accident, you know? And sometimes it's so bad they'll tell me to stop. But sometimes it's good and they actually clip it. Passion's funny, smart. Yeah, passion is important, bro. Because like you always want to be doing something better in life. Even if you like no longer have the passion for a particular thing anymore, you're always seeking for the next thing to get better at, you know? By the way guys, I'm just farming. These guys are easy to me. Whoa! You know, do I have my silver covenant's ring on? Oh shit! Almost died. I want to see if I can parry this guy. Oh! Bad parry. Bad parry. Oh, bad parry. I'm about to die. Heal. Alright, you know what? Like, the parry is like so different from Dark Souls 1, so I'm not even gonna try. Yowalski says way too many bad relationships, you're so done with those. You gotta give your time to heal, man. Like, don't jump into another relationship after the first one, you know, or the 10th one, but give yourself a chance, man. Give yourself time to grow out of that old relationship and become like a better person. Because you only attract people that are similar to you, you know? Nah, you're good, MVP. Don't downplay yourself like that. I know you're smart. Funback says you seem like a very passionate and genuine person. I'm glad Nato brought me over here. Oh, thank you so much, Bax. I really appreciate that. I like your badge. Is that the TwitchCon badge? Oh man, I wish I got that badge. I can't afford to fly to North America, so... Duda says you need to find someone who wants to make things better, not worse. Okay, I think if you want to find someone in your life, make sure you find someone who's already complete, you know, and who doesn't rely on you to be happy. Because I think the problem with people and relationships is they are always trying to find someone else to complete them. And people don't want to take responsibility that like being complete is your responsibility. You can't put that on someone else. You can't like put like all your baggage of like, you know, not being happy on someone else and expect them to like make your life like, no. Shit, I gotta focus on this guy. So that's what I'm saying, man. Love yourself first, right? Like what Duda said. Use a weapon parry. It feels more reliable. I can parry this guy, but I'm not sharp right now. I fought like 4 bosses, you know? So that's a parry. Flame says, listen to him, he's speaking the truth right now. Ah, thank you, Flame. Fun says, you live in North America, so it's a little easier for you. Awesome, dude. Like, is that your first Twitch experience, or have you gone to TwitchCon before? Thanks for agreeing, Duda. But I mean, like, I'm not always right, so if you guys have like a conflicting opinion, or you like think that what I said is wrong, do let me know. You know, we can always talk about it, man. Whoa, look at that. Parry God right here. If I really want it, I can parry every single enemy, but it's more like, you know, I'm trying to give these guys a chance. I kind of feel like a bully when I just beat them so easily. 3rd year of TwitchCon, holy fuck. How much is a ticket to TwitchCon, by the way? Iwaski says too much happened to me to talk about, I'd rather not. Alright. Anytime, Iwaski, whenever it's time for you to open up, you can talk about it. Heck. Razzapress, hope you all have a good day. I'm just lurking at the moment while I eat my dinner. Enjoy your lurk, enjoy your dinner, Raspberry Fang. Thank you so much for hanging out. I really appreciate it. Around $200? Really? For a ticket? Why? I would think, right, like a TwitchCon ticket should only cost like less than $50. $200 is like paying for like a 2nd row seat for like Coldplay, man. Like I would rather pay for Coldplay. You know? Look at that. Look at that consistent parry, boys. I know I'm the chosen one, but you know, I gotta show it to you guys. Duda says we need to win the lotto so we can all go to TwitchCon. Man, I would love to go to TwitchCon, dude. But I'm really afraid of going to events like these because of like the recent like you know, recent shootings, man. Like I don't know what's gonna happen. Especially like since like I mean, unless of course like I know for a fact that Twitch is beefing up security, I would rather like stay at home. You gotta stay safe out there, man. Like it's getting like dangerous and stuff. It's pretty cheap compared to other similar events, to be honest. I don't know, like compared to what, right? That's like a music festival. Yeah, I don't even think music festivals cost that much. I mean, like if you pay $200, they better come with like high tea you know, a water bottle with your name on it. And you gotta get a gift bag, you know what I'm saying? Duda says that I can give everyone a big chicken hug. Oh, thank you, Duda Chicken. Like, I could use a hug right now. Like, the only hug I get right now is from my body pillow, you know? Shout outs to NATO for, you know, popularizing waifu and body pillows. I mean, and if you live the way you won't do anything, gotta try to live life the best you can. You have to, man, but I would say there is always a safer way to live life, you know? Like, sometimes people want to really experience life by doing really dangerous things, and I totally understand that. But I think when they do stuff like that, it's like from a lack of perspective, you know? I'm kind of old, guys. I'm actually 30 years old. So I was born in 1989, and I've seen a lot of shit. You know, when I was a kid, I always wanted to go skydiving. I wanted to go like paragliding, squirrel diving, whatever diving. I wanted to go diving, but after I seen some friends die, man, and I started to realize like how lucky I am, you know? Like, your only consolation for going skydiving is like you come back down alive. If I wanted to feel like I cheated death, all I gotta do is play Dark Souls. You know? Because you never know you'll be that guy that just that 1% where you pull that string and your parachute doesn't open. Yeah, waifu, David. Gio says, I think 200 is full weekend access for Electric Forest. Really? Aw, thank you for the hug, dude. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm 30 years old, man. That's an Asian thing, MVP. I know I look young, but once I hit like 50, 60 years old, I'm gonna shrink in height. I'm gonna look like Yoda. I'm gonna sound like Yoda. And I'll probably be a master of Kung Fu. That's the package all Asian guys get, right? Like, you look super young. And it's so hard to go and buy alcohol and smoke cigarettes. They always ask you for your ID. But, you know, when you get old, dude, I can teach you Kung Fu by then. You know, Asian genes, man. I swear to God, like, we shrink to become Yoda sizes and our hair become automatically curly. You know, each curl represents like the years of like the wisdom you have. Hit 50 years old, instantly acquire 6 years of Kung Fu mastery. I'm saying, man. All you gotta do is like watch like Karate Kid. Watch Karate Kid, man. Look at Jackie Chan, the new Karate Kid, and even like Mr. Miyagi, man. You gotta be at that age, and all of a sudden you can teach Kung Fu. I swear to God, I'm not even kidding, man. Like, all of a sudden when I spoke to my dad, when my dad hit 60 years old, and he was telling me, like, hey son, I can teach you something you can use on the streets. And I was like, really? Like, what? Are you gonna teach me how to pepper spray people's faces? And he was like, no, son. I know a move. And I was like, oh my God, ever since when did you learn this move, man? And he was like, I just know. It's proof, man. That's proof, man. I have an Asian dad, so 100% undisputed proof with no evidence is required. Wax on, wax off that shit, bro. You love that movie? Which one? Yeah, it's proof. Your dad is a master in Shenmue. Oh, dude. Shenmue, bro. Are you guys excited for Shenmue 3? I know a lot of people were so sad that it's only going to get released on like Epic Store. But I don't get it. Like, all you gotta do is download it on Epic Store, right? Karate Kid, man. That's the other fucking thing I don't understand. It's like, you remember the remake for Karate Kid with Jackie Chan and Will Smith's kid? Like, that wasn't even karate, man. That was like fucking Kung Fu. But they called the movie Karate Kid. I guess they were trying to cash in on like familiarity. You know? You're the master of Feng Shui. Yo, Feng Shui's real, bro. Feng Shui's for real. I used to shit on Feng Shui all the time, right? Like, my mom would literally like come into my room when I'm studying, and she would say like, hey, your Feng Shui is like off. You gotta like unblock your window. And then she would like open the curtains like this. And all the light would come in, and I'm like that creature. I'm Golem, right? I'm like, ugh, the light. Keep it away. That was literally Shaolin Kung Fu. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, dude, I don't know why they call it Karate Kid when they were like doing Shaolin. David says you're so scared for Shenmue 3 is going to disappoint. I want it to be so good so much. Well, there's no guarantees in life, right? Like, the more older you get, the more you know that there's no Santa Claus. Sorry to break your, sorry to break your fantasy. Oh shit, I didn't know he was here. Whoa, I thought he was... Oh my God. Stab. You were literally in China and calling it Karate Kid is terrible. Yeah, I understand why they did that. They gotta cash in, man. NATO says you used to train the exact same Kung Fu and you were salty when you saw the movie. I didn't know you did Kung Fu, NATO. Like what? You did Shaolin, NATO? Holy shit. Imagine NATO bald with a Shaolin outfit on. And then NATO doing things like this. So when NATO does his scene, when he does like the Kung Fu moves, that was for real, man. Funbags, you gotta go sleep. You'll be back one of these days. Oh, thank you so much, Funbags. I really appreciate the follow. I hope you get a great rest. And those emotes are so cute. Is that a Pokemon? I think that's a generation 3 or 4 Pokemon, right? No Santa? Yeah, there's no Santa, man. So if you guys know for a fact there isn't a Santa, you guys will automatically know that sometimes games are not gonna be what you think they are gonna be, you know? For example, right, Mighty Number 9. How many people here in chat know what Mighty Number 9 is? Mighty Number 9 was supposed to be the spiritual successor to Mega Man because Keiji Inafune was the person directing it. And many people consider Keiji Inafune to be the father of the whole Mega Man series, right? And people were shitting all over Capcom and saying like, hey man, you fired that guy or he left you and he's gonna make like, you know, he's gonna make another Mega Man game. And that game turned out to be shit. That's when I knew, man. That's when I knew the Easter Bunny's fake, Santa isn't real, you know, the Tooth Fairy is like your parents. That was the moment in my life that broke the illusionary Illuminati spell that nothing is real, everything is permitted, and that's not totally stolen from Assassin's Creed. NATO says you used to train Northern Shaolin, but getting prepped for a comm in Shanghai, I dislocated my femur and couldn't compete. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, man. I hope you have recovered. That sucks. I didn't know you did Northern Shaolin. That's fucking cool. Do you have videos? Yo, man. When we are both old, we can like trade Kung Fu secrets. I gotta wait until I'm 60. That's when like the knowledge unlocks. You know? Like the Matrix, like Neo. Like I gotta close my eyes and like I know Kung Fu. You know? MDP says they're definitely gonna try and catch some of your future streams. Thank you so much, MDP, and you're so interactive with the chat and interesting. I learned that all from NATO, MDP. I Sharingan that shit from NATO. So shout out to my boy. Thank you so much, MDP. David says, but at least Bloodborne is great. I don't know. People shit on Bloodborne, David. Not everyone likes Bloodborne. NATO says you would like to train again, but you just don't have time. It happens, man. Happens, man. Like once you give your heart to streaming, you gotta give your soul. Twitch consumes your soul. It's like a binding contract, bro. Take care, guys. Like, if I miss anyone's chat, I do honestly apologize. I'm not missing anyone's chat by intention. I'm just really ADHD, so I can't really focus on one thing too much, you know? MDP says NATO wishes he was cool as you. NATO is fucking cool, bro. NATO is really cool in a way that I only wish I can be. I don't have that goofy part about NATO, and like a lot of times I try to beat myself up and say like, if I was more goofy, I could definitely be more entertaining than NATO. I was depressed, man. I was like, oh man, why am I not goofy? Why am I not like funny and shit? And then I realized that, you know, I don't have to be NATO. NATO is so special because like he's who he is, right? And if I try to pretend to be someone else, people are always going to go watch the real article. You know, they're always going to watch the person who is the real NATO. So the only thing I can do right now is try to be the real Oats. Some real wisdom in chat right here. I'm dropping gems, bro. I'm dropping fucking diamonds in chat. You guys should be paying me to listen. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You don't have to pay me anything. Hey, thank you so much, Duda. I'm tremendously cool. And if you say, I don't know, I think your humor is more subtle, but I think that's not lesser, it's just different, but I think it's entertaining. Thank you so much, MVP. I appreciate that. Fuck what everyone else say, right? You be you. 100%. I think it only comes with age. It comes with age. I think like once you hit like my age and NATO Potato's age, or like David Senior's age, David's 1 year older than me, you start to realize, man, like it's okay to be yourself. You know? You just don't know what yourself really is. Right? When we're young, all of us want to be like someone else, right? We try to talk like the cool kids in school. We try to use fuck a lot. We try to like use swear words and shit. You know? And then when you realize that like even the cool kids in life like have trouble in even the cool kids have trouble in real life, and they're probably going through the same shit as you. They gotta put one sock in at a time, and that's when you realize, man, that oh my god, I gotta keep something in case I use it. Woo, that is really precious to me right now. Yo, NATO, I'm sure you miss Helix, right? Fuck what everyone says, man. MDP says, but I do love NATO's random skill where he cuts to a different background and goes totally off track. That is a skill I have not yet able to figure out. I tried practicing it and it doesn't come off naturally. I think NATO did that so much until he kind of like boiled it down to a pseudoscience. I don't know if like NATO can even explain like how to do it. You have to do it so well that like consciously you know what you're doing, but it's so natural. If I do that shit, people are gonna call me fake, man. I'm gonna have to try it one of these days though. Probably off stream or something. Everyone has problems, right, Duda? David says, I'm myself and that's why I have a lewd emote. By the way, guys, David is a streamer and David and NATO is one of the few people I watched before I became a streamer. So please go show David and NATO that love, man. Please go show every streamer in chat that love, man. There's more than enough viewers to go around. Improv skills come over time. It does. I think like, okay, I know this sounds like really like weird for me to say, but I believe that doing Twitch is not very different from being a stand-up comedian, right? But except that you don't really have the pressure of being funny. Like if you are a stand-up comedian, you have to be funny, right? Because that's what you do. But I think like speaking in front of a crowd is like, I mean, of course you don't get the same nerves you feel as a comedian on stage. You don't hear people, you don't hear hecklers as much, but you still have to be in front of people. I think there's a lot to be learned from stand-up comedians. So I try to educate myself by like watching a lot of stand-up comedy and like trying to put myself in shoes of comedians who can really entertain people. And like, you know, sometimes what they say is like not as funny, but they do something else to make it funny, you know? NATO says your brain is just honestly so cooked. I think NATO's brain is like a jet engine. Mine is like a Volkswagen. I'm still like trudging along. Trying to catch up to you, NATO. He likes his restaurant fan, but he's something of a scientist himself. He is? Wait, who you guys talking about? Harry Osborn? Oh, you mean the guy from Spider-Man? Harry Osborn is like a Peter Parker's best friend, right? The dad is Norman Osborn, but his son is Harry Osborn. You got a lot of nerves. It happens, man. Like being on camera is still like something I still try to like get used to because like I'm really comfortable right now. I've been doing this full time for a year, but sometimes, right? Like sometimes you take the weekend off and then you come back streaming and it feels weird. It feels like, oh my god, people are going to look at me. People are going to listen to the words I'm saying, so I gotta make everything sound good. And once you think that way, you're gonna be nervous as hell, right? NATO says please. Yo, Duda says I still get nervous before streams, but it just hides me. I would say I know kind of like a formula not to feel nervous. So the formula to feel not nervous is to forgive yourself and let yourself make mistakes. So the more you allow yourself to make mistakes, the more comfortable you feel in your skin. So when you are able to let go like that, you don't have the need to like pronounce every word perfectly or make sure your grammar is like always on point. You know, nothing you have to say always have to be coherent. All you gotta do is make sounds. And I think that was what I learned about from NATO. Like, as long as you're like outputting a good energy, you know, people are gonna watch, man. It's all about energy. People want to watch streams because they want to forget about the real world. The real world is too fucking sad and too fucking tough, you know? Sorry guys, if I missed anyone's chat, I do apologize. It's not intentional. NP says, I don't know, I like some Whose Line Is It Anyway? It more like Twitch improv comedy. I love Whose Line Is It Anyway? Dude, who's that host, man? Like, Drew something? His name is Drew something? I love to watch his show. Gio says, I watch podcasts too to learn how to stay interesting and not space out. I think I can help in stream. It does. One of my favorite things to do off stream is to watch Joe Rogan's podcast. One of the most interesting podcasts he has this week, which blew my mind, it still blows my mind. It was when he interviewed this guy named Rob Lazar. If you guys don't know who Rob Lazar is a dude from the 1980s. Okay, he came out in 1989 and he claimed that he worked at a base near Area 51 called S4, and he is a engineer who backward engineer UFO ships, right? So I heard about this guy like 10 years ago, right? When I was a kid, I was really into UFOlogy. And this guy is like someone I really like enjoy listening to. And so like Joe Rogan recently interviewed him, and that guy will tell you stuff that you will never believe. But he says it in such a calm and like believable way that you can't help but know that deep inside he's telling the truth. Did you guys know that the government tried to erase his history? You know? Like he worked at Los Alamos laboratories, and you know, people denied he worked there because they want to discredit that he's actually a scientist. And they pull up this logbook, you know, this analog logbook of his name there. Man, that guy is fucking amazing, man. Drew Carey, MVP. Okay, that's his name. Duda says always words are hard when I stuff up. Okay, don't worry about it, Duda. You're good. Just like allow yourself to make mistakes, right? NATO is Korean as well. NATO is fun. NATO does not. So one of the things I learned about NATO is sometimes when you don't have anything clever to say, try out thinking of something fun to say. This is like some meta shit right now. Like whenever you go on YouTube and you type out like how do I become a better streamer, you don't see tips like this. These are tips that you have to observe as a viewer. So I would say the better you are as a Twitch viewer, the better you'll potentially be as a Twitch streamer. Right, gotcha guys. So as I was saying, right, Rob Lazar is like such an interesting dude. Okay, I gotta grab some water, man. If you guys want to hear about like UFO stories and stuff. So the reason why Rob Lazar was selected to like be a scientist to back engineer like these UFOs was not because he was qualified, was because this guy thought outside of the box. You know, when Rob Lazar was still working in Los Alamos laboratories, he put a jet engine into a car, and he appeared in a newspaper like article. And I think that's when the government first like caught like you know, the government like knew about him, and so they gave him an offer. So they used like this cover up company to try to cover up like the hires that they're going to do to hire people to work on this UFO that they found. I think the company is called PG&G, man. So basically what they do is like they make you like sign a lot of documents where you sign away all your rights, you sign away your freedoms, you sign away the right to a trial, you know. It's fucking scary. And they will tell you, man, like, you know, if one day you're like really drunk at the party and you spill some beans or whatever we do, we won't kill you. We will kill your family, we will kill your kid, we will kill your dog, we will kill your parakeet. That's how they prevent you from talking, man, because even one day when you're on your deathbed, you can't spill the beans because your family is going to get killed. It's so fucking scary. That's how much they wanted to keep it like undercovers, NATO. Raise your thanks when you put so much gravy on your plate and you gotta go wash it off and you never get clean and scream hell. This is why you never trust it around gravy. Dude, I put gravy in my mouth. I don't put it anywhere else, so I don't know what you're talking about. Dude, that says I've been learning so much about Twitch by being a viewer, even being a mod, which helps being a streamer so much better. Yeah, I think I seen you mod NATO's channel. There was a couple of times you did shout me out, dude. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much.